Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have behind me Brother Mark's 70 Chevelle in the shop. And of course, there's something quite missing in there. So we're going to work on that today. It's Monday. It's actually a pretty decent Monday. I kind of relaxed yesterday, at least tried to. Wasn't feeling the love, so I didn't get much done or anything done on this. Just got it in shop, and I had to push myself to do that. So meanwhile, I think today we're going to get that little 307 that we broke in on the last video. I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to start bolting it all together. Have to get this thing set up for the lift. I got to get a jack underneath. Actually, no, I got a strap under there. To get that converter strap off there to keep the converter in. There is a ratchet strap under there, so I might have to go up with the trans a little bit with a jack. Make sure I got everything bolted in and ready to go. So it shouldn't be too bad. Everything's been replaced and it's quite easy. So, all right. So let's get this engine right here. Oh, oops, wrong engine. Sorry, Chris. Let's put the little 307 that can. Man, that would be so nice in there. Can we just borrow it for a week? No. Okay. So, oh yeah, by the way, this week, Chris is coming to pick up this engine. Yes, pick it up and take it away. Well, it's going back to Lorenzo's. So what they're going to do is put it back on a dyno, do another dyno session with it, and he is going to change the cam timing in it and see where we could find peak horsepower at this thing. You know, I was wondering, I didn't know where he had put the cam in. I was going to ask him that last time I seen him, and I kind of forgot. We got talking about everything under the sun, and I know he's pressed for time over there. So I was like, I bet you this thing's got 500 horsepower in it if you could just dial that cam a little differently, whether retard or advance it. I don't know where it's going to make its key power, but yes, it's going back for a dyno session. So you may have to take a lot of stuff off of here to put on the dyno, and that bell housing. Of course, I have his tool for dial indicate in the back of the bell. He's going to do that while he's got it. So, because I need two people. He's one to crank the engine and the other to read the thing and mark it. So anyway, enough about that. We're going to get back to this and get this in the car. So I'm going to work on hooking it to this. Hello, Maggie. And put it in there. So here we go. I think I'm going to shorten this chain up a little bit because that's a long haul. Because this thing's going to run out of ram before I get it over top of the radiator support. So I don't like them things. Center of gravity on these things ain't the greatest. My floor stinks. I'm sure I mentioned that before. The person who did the concrete needs to step away from the mixer and step away from concrete work, period. Because, yeah, they definitely screwed it up. I have to get my ratchet and take off the head here. There we go. Love my Harbor Freight electric ratchet. Thank you for talking me into that, guys. All right, now I got to get this mess out of here. I think Chris's engine may be in the way, just a hair. You know what, I'll just push the car back. I don't really need to set it up on the lift, so give myself some room. All right. Okay, flywheel bolts are on. We're gonna tap through all the bowl holes. Let me I can do another quick checklist of stuff I'm gonna need. All right, comes the fun part. Casters versus junk concrete. Yes. Zip ties are nothing compared to my floor. Happens when you pour a floor in the middle of late October when stuff's starting to freeze with the doors open, with no doors, and you float it till the water comes to the top and totally messes everything up. You can't even broom in here. It literally is blistering a year later. There was nothing I could do about it. The moment, oh truth. Let's go in. Put it in. Yep. Wrong way, Nelly. Don't scratch the paint. All right, down periscope. It's gonna go too close. That's an easy. Let's see how close we can get this. As you can see, the center line of the radial axis of the engine is tilted too far up in the back. So, but I might get lucky. I don't know. We're almost on the engine mounts. But if I could just clear that bell housing and get those pins closed with a little bit of finesse, I think I'm gonna have to set it down and regroup this chain to pick more up on the front. If I can get it to do that without crashing anything, I think we'll be okay. It's sitting on the back. Oh, there she goes. Oops, there goes my cigar. Hey, look at that. Right on the bell housing and almost on the engine mount. All right, so now's my chance. And there we go. What's gonna do is move a couple of links to the front and slide this back a little. Because I have a sling, but it's on Chris's engine, and I have an adjustable sling, but just didn't feel like hooking it up. All right, look at that. Transmission's got to go up, or the engine's got to go down. We're on that engine stand mount, and we're on the other one, but the engine has to go towards the right a little bit. And that's it. Let's see what it does when I let it down. Wow, the hole almost lines up. All right, so the engine needs to go this way, just a hair. So I'm off. It's a game. It's a game. It's a challenge, but it's a game. But it's fun. So this engine mount needs to come up, so the motor will pivot back and down onto the other mount. Und mountain. All right, so maybe I should readjust this chain and the hoist. We'll come back with the hoisted hair. We'll pick back up on it. So if you see anything I'm doing wrong here, guys, yell at your screen and I'll fix it. One was in the Delphin. All right, so in here a little better. I let the transmission down and I'm jacking up the engine by the oil pan. with a pad underneath it. And I'm gonna have to meet it halfway, that's all. What was that clunk? Did that go in? Sound for the clunk. Oh yeah, we're in line. Let's try and let the engine down the front. Oop, the engine's down in the front. That's not good. She's twisted a little. Yeah. All right, that's good there. That's good there. But the dowel pins. Ooh, I got a wire. Ready to get pinched in there. I can't have that. All right, so I need two. The transmission is not lined up. And actually, the transmission needs to come this way because the engine's lined up. Unless this will let me. No, not gonna let that happen. So I need to go underneath there and pull the transmission this way because it's level-wise, it looks good. So, oh, let me see. I gotta find a tool. All right, so I have a problem with that side. Won't line up with the bowl hole. I got this one partially in, but the engine's over this way in the back, and the transmission's down on this corner and up on that corner. So I think I'm gonna disconnect this. There's one bolt on that side, and I'm gonna put this car in the air, and I think I can manipulate this with pole jacks underneath. Since it is sitting on the mounts, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I've done this before. I want to say I'm a trained professional, but yeah, I've done this a few times. Like they say, what is that? It's not my first rodeo. I think that's what they say. Let me break this down and I'll be back. Okay, so I found the problem. Mr. Ratchet here. It's ratcheting my transmission here sideways. So I'm gonna get a pole jack under here. One under here. Oops, scratch the paint. That's what they make touch-up paint for. And I gotta do a transmission mount on this thing. Anyway, when I'm done here, this can come out of here. And we'll get this straightened out, get this out of here, and that should work. Yes. Okay, now to find a piece of 2x4 that the dogs didn't eat. Here we go. Nice cars. All right. This might be a little too big. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just don't want the back to. I'm gonna have to adjust the back of the motor. Engine. All right. So get the weight off of it. Now I can undo this ratchet strap that is holding up the transmission. Yeah. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, look at that. Starting to go. All right, so now the engine needs to go that way, or the transmission needs to go that way. I have to look down the center line. Well, the transmission's still crooked, so I'm not sticking my fingers in there. I'm not making that mistake. So I'm going to carefully use my angle adjuster and just kind of try to tweak it. I think that, there it goes. The linkage just wasn't happy and it was holding it. Now we're level. Close to level. Could go a little more. But now there's no weight on it, so, oh, there it goes. All right, look at that. That's beautiful. All right, now the engine needs to go up. And the dowel pins are close, so now what the problem is, the dowel pins are hitting the trans here, and it won't let it do dowel pin things. So the engine has to go, trans either gotta go back, which I'll have to undo these two bolts, slide it back, which will probably be the easiest because I have to do this mount anyway, because the engine's already sitting on the cross member. Yeah. So I'm gonna go up. I can't go up with that. So all right, Make the 5-inch socket, and I will take that down. Last famous words. It's not going anywhere. All right, so I need to get it backwards. So I'm going to come up here. Now I was trying to go the other way. Hey, keep it down out there, kids. I'm broadcasting. So they make more noise. Typical children. Rah, 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 rah. Bicker, 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 bicker. So now, transmission's trying to flop all over the place. So maybe I can let the transmission down a little bit. Can't really see. I'm blinded by the light. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Now, I just need the engine to go, the transmission to go forward. So here is, no. I wish I had my headlight. I missed a headlight. I keep forgetting to order one from Amazon. There we go. This thing wants to flop around like a fish out of water. Unfortunately, all I gotta do is try to come forward. Hey! Found a down pin on this side. And this one's up too high. Okay. Ooh. See what we can get. We're stuck on the dowel pin over here. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Scared the stuffing out of me. And we are in the dowel pin. Just started there, and we are got a little gappage here. So the gap between the two looks really good. So I'm gonna try to pry this forward and see what happens. Yeah, look at that. Closed right up. So, that being said, I'm going to start the bolts. So, yeah. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So I wire wheeled and sauced this bolt up. Nope. This is one of the non-shoulder ones that don't belong, grade 2. We don't use them. We use the factory bolts. Let's see if this one bolts in with my fingers. There we go. Look at that. So now the search is on to find the other 4. And then we can cinch this together. So we're good. Just got to find them. I know I didn't leave them on top side, so we'll go look. All right, so I got 4 started. I don't want to cinch these down because you never cinch them down with a couple bolts because you got to make sure there's nothing caught between the bell housing flange and the motor. Engine, and just want to get there, a couple threads on that. That's at least 4 or 5 threads, but it's just barely pulling it together. Got that one. That one's not going to reach, but I have 2 started. 4 started, I mean. The other 2 I might have to do from up top. This one with the kick down, it's going in by hand. But here's the issue. I gotta let the engine down. I gotta let the car down to get to the top ones, and I have to put 1 bell housing bolt in the dipstick tube bracket and 1 for that vacuum modulator bracket. That's 1 bell housing bolt, and the other one I can't get to. So I'm going to slowly let this down. Being where pins are lined up, I need another cart. I'm going to let this thing down and work some magic up there. So let's see what this does. This shouldn't do anything. This is pretty good. I got to keep an eye on that because the dogs will wander off in the yard with all my lumber and make toothpicks. And then, let's see what this one does. There, look at that. Barely moved a 16th. If that. So, those are down. Let me get you guys out of the way and let the car down. Okay, bell housing bolts are in, but not totally tight. I did snug them up. So, I don't know how I'm going to point this out, but anyway, if you can see that dipstick tube right there, there's a bracket on that and a bracket on the vacuum modulator. So I had to get a swivel, a half 9/16 socket, and a long extension and pass it through those 2, get it in the hole, and try to spin it on. Yeah, that should be a carnival game. I definitely would have won something out of that. So we're tight there. I got one more to put in up there. That one's got to be snugged up. That one's going to be snugged up, but we're tight. So like I said, never pull the transmission and converter together without checking there's nothing pinched in there. Make sure your converter's free, but don't spin your converter, especially if you have your lines disconnected to your transmission cooler, because when you do that, it runs the pump and you'll get rained on by automatic transmission fluid. So, all right, I am going to work on tightening up all these bolts. I won't bore you with that, and then we'll get to some more funner stuff. Maybe I'll do the transmission. Well, no, I got to get these engine mounts in. All right, whatever, I'll get back to you. All right, there she blows. Word to the wise, buying engine mounts, or motor mounts, they call them, from Rock Auto. Don't buy the Chang Chinese ones. Buy a good brand. I fought that one. Oh, it's just off. I had to finagle, lots of finagling, behind the scenes finagling, but I got it. So transmission's bolted in to the block, motor mounts are tight, and now it's all little stuff. So I will probably work on this tomorrow. My goal tonight was to get this bolted in. Now, I haven't done a transmission mount yet, but it is lined up, so that's later. I'm done looking up under there for a while. The old neck is sore. So maybe I'll throw the manifolds on tonight or something. Let's see how I feel. So, all right, well, I shall return tomorrow and update you with this and show you what I'm doing. Until then, sayonara. Okay, it's Tuesday, and I've been plugging away at this for about an hour. And the manifolds and the exhaust is on. Working on the AC brackets, the fan, some hoses and wires. The wires are on. And I might stab this radiator in tonight and the shroud. I got to go find a good working AC compressor because the one he had has a bad bearing. And hook up the, what do you call it, the fuel pump. And getting there. I got to put the starter in. It's all little stuff from here on out, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's getting there. I'm happy with it so far. So, hoping to have this thing fired up real soon. All right, guys, we're back here. Fans in, shroud, radiator support cover, lines are in, hoses are on. I even put that together, all clean and painted. I just got to get an air filter in it, and I do have the hose, the heat tube that goes to that, and that should be functional. I just got to paint it. And it has that tin work. They actually reproduced that tin work for that heat tube. So we're getting close. We should have this running this weekend, if not sooner than that, maybe. I don't know. I want to rather fire it up here when Mark is here. And I got to go drum up a AC compressor yet. But it's getting there. Got to wire it. What else I got to do? Something on the bottom. Oh, starter and the wiring. And I think we're pretty good. I could probably light this thing off. I think I'll just wait for Brother Mark to get here because it is his car and he would appreciate that. So and then we got to put the hood on, of course, and then take it for a spin, which will be fun. So, all right, I'm going to call it a night and I'll be out here again some other time tonight. It's getting late. It's actually after 7 o'clock now. We can actually see where you're going, and it's warm out. I'm out here, short sleeves, yeah. But tomorrow's going to be like 60. Went from 70 now, 60. So, whatever. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Good morning and welcome back to Anything Goes Garage. Today's finish up project, hopefully. And let's see if it runs. Well, we know it runs, but it's in the car. Is the 70 Chevelle with the 307. And... hi. Brother Mark's here today.
I found a tool.
Tool. So his project today is to
Do nothing.
no.
It costs you hours of editing.
No.
I'm gonna say welcome back. Hello. Welcome to Masterpiece Theater.
Bastard. Never mind. I'm gonna say something else. So anyway, Mr. Mark, Brother Mark over here is changing his pants. I mean his.
My pants, and you're going to watch.
Ew.
Nothing you can do.
So he's got a transmission mount that's busted under here. We're gonna put a new one in.
Yeah.
He's gonna bolt the converter to the flywheel.
Yeah.
Oh, we also got to figure out that shim conversion.
Shimonims.
And then we're done under there. And then there's doggies. And then we're gonna drop the thing down, and we got some wiring to do and AC pump, but we probably won't put the belt on. We'll just put it so it looks complete.
Yeah.
And it's almost ready to start. We got our list of stuff to do. It ain't big, so we'll get it done. So, ready, Mark?
Ready to go.
I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee.
Bye.
I want another cup of coffee.
No.
I want another cup of coffee.
No.
All right. Hey, get out of my way.
A camera up, you're always cutting off my beautiful face. Hey, how you doing?
Get out of the way. Well, there you go. That's the difference between a good one and a bad one. Oh, I mean,
Who likes dicks as much?
Shoo! Look at that. That thing's squished.
That's all 53 years old.
Yes, correct.
Or 55.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, kind of like. You see, you're going to get my belly. Look at my pretty eyes. Okay, bye. Bye, get out of here.
Yeah. So Brother Mark drank my last cup of coffee, so
You didn't need any more.
I'm eating jelly beans.
Squirrel. Squirrel is on sugar.
Yes.
Get a good video of my belly again.
Jeez, oh
You
my
all
God.
want my lusciousness.
Yeah, that's Jenny. That's called Jenny Craig, son. All right. So now, what are you doing, Mark?
Welcome back. Up, up, up. You keep cutting me off. Go up, 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 go up.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have things that are loose here.
Delete.
There was someone that actually posted on one of the threads. You know, you guys are funny and stuff, but they don't realize the hours of editing Jack has to do. By the end of the day, there's so much footage, and
That I have to delete that Mark says.
I ruin half the footage, and he has to come back and revisit.
I have a 55-gallon drum full of just,
sock
tape.
puppets.
Yeah. Of tape, if there was.
We got to loosen the intake manifold bolts.
Hey, hold on. Hey, will you stop eating up all my boards? This is the third one. Stop. They're my cribbing boards. Come on, get out of there. When I have to put something up into the lift.
I'm going to sit on the other dog now.
See what I got to deal with?
Nobody eats that.
Okay, so what were we doing here?
All right, we got to tighten up the air conditioner bracket on the intake manifold before we start it.
Correct.
Some small wiring like the distributor, the kick down linkage, all that stuff has to be done.
You can unwire this, I think, too.
Yeah, unwire the choke so we have a choke and get this thing together.
We got an antifreeze in it and
check the trans fluid. And,
check the trans fluid, whatever's on our list. And we can run it without the power or the air conditioner. That's over the compressor's over there drying. I just painted it. We're getting there.
A whole other project in the midst.
Yeah. So and then we just make sure the wires aren't touching anything.
We'll be back to you after these messages by our sponsors.
Whoever that might be. Somebody sponsor us.
Somebody send me money, please. I will send
Beavis.
dirty socks and tools.
Yeah. Somebody want to sponsor us? That I don't know. I've been getting some weird ones on my emails.
Yeah.
So.
And also with the parts that you buy too, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. I get it. And if I'm going to promote something, I want it promoted that's good. That if somebody were to buy it, say from my channel, and they'd be, hey, I bought this piece of junk and I got ripped off. I don't want to be that person. So.
Well, and that was the funny thing leading back to last week. We S&J engines. This is it. They don't even know we're promoting them like this. Like,
no.
We are because of
we're little time.
The quality of their work and what they did to this engine surpasses what you see.
Correct.
Locally, or not locally, I should say, but in most cases you get half-ass work.
Anybody else? Yeah, a lot of people.
It really looks like they took their time when they do the remanufacturing these motors, and it's not like one cylinder's 10, the other one's 20, and then bronze guide sleeves. Like they do oversized, or they replace the guides. They board it.
And their bread and butter is really a lot of late model stuff that,
Yeah.
you know, your everyday stuff, but they'll go out of their way to do older stuff, you know, custom for hot rods and stuff like this, you know. To go out of your way to have a core for a 307, most people would be like, are you out of your mind?
Oh, and one other thing I want to interject here. Like you see that we didn't restore the engine compartment.
No.
It's because we're trying to keep the car just as original as possible. Even though the motor's different and shiny,
Yeah.
we're not restoring this car. This is a driver.
Exactly. And, you know, not everything's period correct with every part number, but it's Chevrolet orange. It's got the proper hoses on it, you know. I mean, yeah, so what if it's this? We can change that. No big deal. The original clamps, yeah, that don't belong. I don't care about that. It goes down the road. It's safe. It's dependable.
Yeah.
So that's all it's got to do.
That's all going to burn off eventually. It all blend
You know,
in.
all that, you know, paint on the exhaust always burns off, but you know, and it gets dingy after a while. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And this is going to get driven.
Yeah.
This isn't one of them trailer queens, garage queens, only comes out once a month and ends up on a trailer going to some car show.
Well, if I bring this to work, this will be a 40-mile round trip.
Yeah.
Bringing it back and forth to work, and I'll bring it to work all week long.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be 200 miles on this car.
Yeah, I drove your pickup 40 miles this week, so yeah. So let's get to work in here. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. Bye. All right, so somewhere behind that post. You can't hide behind a post. All right, Mark.
I feel like a deer hunter.
The deer know
ready
now.
to start
The
this
deer are
thing?
like, ha ha. Yeah, we are ready to start this thing. We didn't put the AC pump on. That's over there drying. That's not a concern. We had 8 antifreeze in it. It's already been timed. We might go through it again just in case.
This is the startup from the stand.
Yes, so it hasn't run since it was on the stand. Now it's bolted in here.
And we want you to enjoy the startup with us in the chaos if anything happens.
Yeah, so it's will it start in the car? In the car.
All right, we did pump the gas.
Yes. The choke was set. Let's see what happens.
All right, you
Hit-
ready?
Hit the key. Let's go. Woo! All right. Look at that.
Oh, quick release, Jack. Check
Yeah.
underneath.
Yep. 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 We're good.
Pull it back over here, this thing.
Got a little low on antifreeze, but we'll get that. Got to let burp.
Out of a cold, misty day.
Yeah, it's chilly out here today. Well, let's watch out for that.
Oh, it's happy.
Yeah, it's happy. Better than it was.
Because it used to have that fluttering mist
Flutter out of
fire.
this one. Well, this one here, you have that heat riser valve, so you don't see as much. So when that opens up, it'll sound a little different. Yeah, we run original heat risers and stuff too, so. If we run 307s, we run heat risers, 2 barrels, and points. Might have to well, that's open. Yeah, there you go. These are got the original thermostatic coil.
A little cold yet. Let me let that choke go back on.
Yeah, that's all. Get some heat in it. Even has the original stove, Cannon stove.
S&J Engines, Spokane, Washington, for a nice rebuild. On our website, they could probably build something for you that you want.
Yep, they'll even do anything.
If this is what you get out of a box,
Right.
it's beautiful.
Life is like a box of 307s.
Well, you could have one of these now, 454 fuely heads.
Why would you put a 307 in something like that?
Because I got it and I can do it.
Correct. Write the check, I'll put whatever you want. Listen to
Listen to
that.
this. Oh, yeah.
Man. It's starting to drop a little bit. Get some antifreeze in her. Man. I'm going to put the hood on it now. Take it for a little voyage, I guess. That's good. Okay. Smart move. That's good. Oh my God. I'm glad this one does it too, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
I wish I could find the oval exhaust ports.
The who? Oh, those? They
Yeah.
they repop them, but yeah, not for that diameter tube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's
2.5. I think they do it for, unless you have.
that's like 1/8 inch pipe or something.
Yeah, I don't need little tiny things, but Yeah.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
307, 200 horsepower,
Yes.
and you know, stuff.
Yep.
Things.
There's a couple things to do. Put the AC back on. Put the hood on it.
Got some wiring issues to take care of, headlight issues, stuff like that.
Yeah, little things that needed to be done.
Next couple weeks we'll get it.
Yeah, so let's get that hood that's been leaning up against the tree for the past month.
8 years.
It's grown into the tree. I think it's growing roots.
I have never washed these clothes just so you think it's one continuous Saturday.
Oh my God. Ugh. All right, we're gonna take this for a little test rip. Yep. Take her for a test rip. All right, here we go.
Hi.
Oh boy.
Everybody calling?
No, just a train. Okay, okay. Here we go. Main voyage, new engine. Yay. Ooh, 30 mile an hour. Woo! Ooh, shift, second gear, nice and firm.
That's all you're getting. 2 years, baby.
Oh, dang, why?
Because it's a power glide with power.
Oh, what did you, you couldn't afford third gear?
No. It didn't come in this 307 model.
No, I didn't.
I could feel all the little horses underneath the hood.
Yes, and I could smell the paint and the never sees, and
That's just the car burning up.
yeah, it's all.
But it drives beautiful.
It does. I can smell the O-ring, the donuts. That's usually the first thing you smell in the exhaust.
Paint, all that.
Yep.
Did we ever check the brakes on this?
Brakes are overrated.
Oh, I did them a while ago.
I think, yeah, we're fine, because I drove this to work a couple times
Oh, that's right.
on 7 cylinders. Wow.
I like that truck.
Yeah, he drives that a lot. Woo! Farmland.
I'm doing 60.
There you go. I don't see any smoke behind us.
Not yet.
No. It smells all nice and pretty in here, like paint and gaskets.
No, it is. And dry, because Jack's fixed the windows.
Yes. Ah. Don't be talking bad stuff. Alright, so we have never sees and paint burning off.
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff burning off.
Yes.
We're definitely up to temp. We got pressure.
Alright, we got pressure. Heater hoses are heater hosing.
And fans fanning and engine is engineing.
Yep, no lights are on.
This one needs off. It's just nice and happy.
Yes.
And smooth.
Alright, let's go. Head back. Cool.
That is
Yep.
great. It's happy.
Yep, it's happy. Woo! Alright.
Turn around or you want to go down to the light?
Now, just spin around and we'll head back. And we'll let this thing cool off, and I'm going to check all the manifold, bolts, intake, exhaust, the,
Well, you can see you've turned around 100 times here.
well, everybody does. And then just let it heat cycle and check all the fluids. And we made it back in one piece. The car is good. Let's go over it and start driving it. So anyway, I think we can almost call this good, besides the power steering, the AC pump and a bolt check and a fluid check and whatever else we got to do here. We can start driving it, and it's another happy camper.
Yeah, it's another job done well by Anything Goes Garage and Jack and his dogs, and, well, of course, Brother Mark.
And Brother Mark, yes, yep. Can't forget Brother Mark and the dogs. Correct. I don't know which one does all the barking, but one of them does.
I'm just a silly thing
Yeah.
that comes here.
Yeah, he drank a lot of coffee. He drank all my coffee today.
That's right, man.
Yeah, man, that ain't fair.
Nah, it's beautiful.
It looks good. A whole
Good drive.
200 horsepower.
Yeah, and you guys are all jealous, I can tell. You know.
Well, all right, guys, I'm going to end this here. Been a long day in the shop with Brother Mark's car. He's, of course, he left. He had some stuff to do today. We cleaned up in here and juggled some cars around. We got some bad weather coming in, so I guess I'll drive his car this week, and I got a couple things to do with it. I did get the AC compressor on and mounted. The belt's not on it. I got to do a headlight switch and just a couple things and go over it. That's it. Just keep an eye on it, and it's pretty much done. And then I'm gonna get on this. I got a couple things to do, a little maintenance to do to this. But I'm still working on the Corvette. We're plugging away on that. I haven't really showed that anything on that. Just a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, I got some stuff upcoming, projects coming in, and probably gonna take a visit over to Lorenzo soon. Talk about my big block. I have another engine for him to I think put through the cleaner. I don't have mine hooked up yet, so we're gonna go from there. But anyway, yeah. Well, thank you for subscribing and watching, and yep, leave a comment, and much appreciated. You guys hanging in there, and it's been a little rough winter trying to get some content. So I enjoy doing this. You know, there is other stuff coming up. I got lots of content. It's just a matter of getting some of this weather better and getting some of these other things going. I got that Packer to start on yet that was been here for a while, but it's not like it's going anywhere. So, all right, guys, I will see you next time. And yeah, don't do nothing I wouldn't do.